Welcome to Good Mythical More. How would you eat these? Do you or someone that you know or are annoyed by at parties think they have the newfangled or best way to eat these things? Well, we're gonna watch the internet demonstrate and then we're gonna test it for ourselves so that we can say, this is the coolest and best and awesomest way to eat a chicken wing.
But first, we're going to name your dog, specifically the dog of, or the pet of. Don Edwards 65. What if it is a dog?
Let's see if it's a dog. It is a dog. Splayed back-legged looking, that's a scary looking look from that dog.
Is that a human femur?
Yep, it's a little part of it. Actually, that's a human tooth. This is a really small dog.
Buck.
Sniper.
Daisy.
Sniper.
I'm changing it.
Sniper.
Daisy. Beauty. Oh.
Nope, disagree.
Oh.
You shouldn't name a dog till you've taken a picture like that.
Do you know that that was the name of my first or second dog ever? First? Second.
The black dog?
Yeah.
That ran away?
Yeah.
And didn't you go to Pizza Inn and it showed up?
No, somebody thought that they saw it somewhere. I think that was Sandy.
Sandy.
Oh, who also ran away?
Yep.
All my dogs ran away. Beauty ran away at the
Let's say where they were running towards
the orchard.
Let's not make it about
The orchard.
you.
Oh, she's still out there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The dog that ran away in 1986 is out there living her best life.
Sandy. All right.
Let's see our first technique.
Well, I was gonna show you, you demonstrated recently some skills in the wing eating department. So we do have a clip of
Let's see that.
what you've done on the show.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in on it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you just, there it is. Stripped it clean.
But the thing that you did not see is the preparation that was involved. You know about this. You've done this on the show at some point.
Demonstrate.
So you have to take a flat and you have to find a surface. I'll use the desk. You have to disconnect it from one side like this. So it's basically pushed down, right? So now it's essentially a lollipop. And then it comes off clean.
I don't love the having to push it on a surface.
You can push it on your hand.
On your hand? Or a plate?
On a plate. This plate's just so full of chicken.
And then, does that work with the drumettes?
No, it does not.
Okay.
That's kind of exactly like our second hack on the list. If we want to go to that hack, that's exactly.
Let's just make it the first,
did.
and no one is none the wiser.
Well, I'm talking to playback right now.
Oh,
That we're going to go
a
to
little
the
passive
clip
aggressive,
that-
don't you think?
No, it wasn't. I said that's kind of like the second hack on our list
Yeah,
if we
but it
want to
felt-
play that.
I mean,
It felt passive aggressive.
Please play the second video clip, which is technically the third one.
yeah, but it's now the first one,
No,
for all we know.
we just did the first one.
Well, that was you, though. That one doesn't count.
Now I'm being passive.
And I got that off of the internet, by the way, which is the same place that you got it, because you've done that same thing on the show. I'm 100%
The thing
sure
that
of
I
it.
do is a little different. I've never done the push lollipop thing.
You've done the strip. You've done the strip.
We're stalling so that they can figure out which video to play.
And by stalling, it's our way of being passive aggressive towards you.
The only way to eat a chicken wing is like this.
Oh.
Fingers like this, like an Italian, press down on the chicken wing.
He looks like you
Boom.
too, right?
All the meat is off. Dip it in some ranch.
Ooh.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Dang.
Oh, come
son.
on, why you gotta do that?
Don't do that.
Why is
And-
the dipping so aggressive?
I didn't have a note about the dipping. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
not-
That was on me. That one.
He's trying to be entertaining. I can, trust me.
He did that so we would react.
Yeah.
And we did. And now I feel stupid.
Yeah, and he also, he was trying so hard to make a performance that he left one of the bones in his mouth, had to grab it with the other hand, which is a fail.
So basically, isn't that kind of like what I
Liam,
just
That's
did?
what I said. That's what I said.
But
you're I
exactly
like the
what-
subtlety of your
these wings are cooked
meat.
hard.
I like your meat subtlety. He was too
He
aggressive
likes your
about
meat
it.
subtlety. It's very hard to spot your meat.
Meat subtlety was my nickname in high school. Okay, so I just did that.
You did that earlier too. You've just done it twice now. And you did it better than him. That's not what I do. I am anti press down and making the flat into a lollipop. I don't like that. I don't like lollipopping.
But you have a hack?
I think so.
Let's see it.
Okay.
And then I'll call out the video that it's most like, and we can pull it up.
So, how do I do this?
It requires 2 hands. Already not a good idea. Already inferior. I just need
I take-
one
Oh,
hand
Link.
at the table.
Shush
You
up.
do have to give some good ideas for future episodes.
I've written them down. I've
Okay.
written my pitches
Great,
down.
great.
And I'm waiting for Rhett to be ripe to receive them.
Well, if you do a good job with this, maybe I'll listen to you.
Exactly. So I take these and I do a twist. Now this one, a little bit of bone came off the end. I don't need that. And then once I twist it, then I'm looking for the small bone, and I'm twisting again and I'm pulling, and it didn't work great.
Oh, you got chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting rid of that. Now I've only got one bone.
This is awkward.
And then I throw this bone away. Then I grab this.
Yeah.
I do that. Because with yours, you're putting both bones in your mouth, and then you're trying to get it from in between the bones, which is hard to do.
Yeah, but it happens. Especially if you've got a good cooked wing.
You combined. There's not a clean. I'm just going to show you the next hack that we have. Do you feel ripe, Rhett? Or
I'm so ripe.
okay.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, he's ripe.
Well, your handwriting is great.
Well, I printed these out, but I did.
Okay.
These are all my pitches
Okay, all right.
that I've come up with all on my own
Yeah.
and
that's
looked
what
at
you were doing yesterday.
ahead of time.
That's what you were doing yesterday.
All right, this first one, I got a lot. The first one I'm really excited about. It's a gut check. Can't go wrong with a gut check. It gets the clicks. We don't have to do any thinking. It's good for us. We just speak what the gut says. Hear me out.
Okay, quite
Sex-
a setup.
Hush. We're not going
I
to
was
use the
right.
elevator that long.
I was ripe until you did such a long setup.
Gut check. Sex moves for virgins. Need I say more?
Yes.
Okay.
So this will be the first sex move a virgin ever does. So this is like introductory
No.
sex moves.
No, this is not how someone has sex for the first time. What
Okay.
move they choose. This is what people who aren't actually having sex do. You know, some will call it. So we'll be rating things like
Give me an example.
like the gene jump, the dry hump,
Oh, okay.
the
Been there.
oh, I didn't mean to touch you there.
Yeah.
But you asked me to ahead of time.
Yeah, I have your consent to accidentally touch you.
Yeah.
That's in the questionable consent category of the
Well,
gut check.
again, yeah, we're rating it, so we would probably give that one
That's
a low score. See, there's some dynamics here. You're already
I'm
playing,
giving that a 12.
He's
no,
hooked.
you know what? I'm giving it a 0.
You're already playing the game. my
I'm giving
friend.
it a 0. I don't accept that at all.
I don't mean
That's a
to
green light.
step on this idea.
Of the
I
three lights,
just
it's the green
I
light.
foresee some casting challenges when we try and the feeders, you know, the administrators of each round. I think may have some issues here, so
we
we
could
might.
bring the wives in for that.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't
fine.
mean to touch you there while I was helping you
That's
up on
why
the ladder.
Christy isn't on camera, because we haven't done sex moves for virgins yet.
Okay. Let's
There's
see.
more where that came from.
Let's see a hack. Let's see a wing hack.
I'm going to show you guys a hack. Here we go.
Oh,
Bite off the ends. I'm sure you guys have seen this already.
biting off both ends?
But if you haven't, look.
Bite off the ends. And then there's
hype
one
man.
bone here. One bone here.
That's the.
You grab them like this.
He's grabbing the little bone.
Hold onto it like this.
Grab.
He's doing it better
gosh,
than
this
you
one's
did.
just falling apart.
That wing is also bigger than the wing that you had.
Oh. And then you're left with one bone like this. And you
Yes.
just dip it in Wingstop Ranch, which is the best ranch ever.
Yes.
It is. I really appreciate how clean that was.
Bone. Bound?
Yes, and the little girl learned about bones that day.
Because she's eating
Bound?
she's eating the boneless wings, which no one wants you to know are nuggets.
Listen, I'm with her on that. First of all, I like this family a lot. And I would like to be an honorary member of the family, if possible.
Why you like the family just based on that?
Yeah, that's all I needed to see to know that I would like this family.
I
do
them.
like this family.
I like them too.
I appreciate the dad's technique that he did a reasonable dip in ranch, not an excessive dip in ranch. And then I really appreciate the little daughter's inquisitiveness. Bone!
And don't forget the son who had a little comic relief.
Yeah, he was like, check it out. Here it is.
Right.
Okay.
I think he's the director. Now, that was basically what I attempted to do with just some slight alterations, biting both ends first.
Can I just say our wings are different?
I pulled one end off, and then when he got the little bone out and ready to go, he did do a twist. And then he put it in his mouth. I don't think you have to put it in your mouth.
You can't do what he did with our wings because they're smaller
There's a
and they're
plumper
cooked
one.
real hard.
But
They are cooked real hard.
see this one, it's already coming apart here. I can see the little bone. So if I'm gonna do what he did, well, biting this off.
I think there was a moment in which you could have done that with our wings.
I don't like biting this stuff on the end. It's not edible.
Yeah, that's why you do my technique and you push one of those ends down. And then you know what happens when you do my technique? You push, you're completely avoiding one end because you're pushing the chicken past it. And then when you pull the chicken off with your mouth, you're leaving that end on. So you never interact with the ends. My technique is superior to this. I love this family.
I'm gonna have to try it.
I'd love to be a part of it.
You could be their pet. You think they have a dog?
You didn't complete what you say at the end when you only have the.
Oh.
I'm not even gonna eat this.
Bone!
Bound? Bound? Love
Okay.
that family though.
I'm feeling ripe.
Yep.
Stevie, this is gonna be a good one. I'm not saying that this one was inspired by conversations that we've had,
But it could be.
but I think it was. Now that I think about it, it's a game. Can you get pregnant if you do it in a hot tub?
I remember that conversation. And it wasn't in a hot tub though.
Yeah, that's the part I'm adding.
Right.
I was just asking Stevie if she can get pregnant. And
The you in this situation is only Stevie?
I'm expanding it, but I'm at and I'm at in a
Can
hot
Stevie
tub.
get pregnant if Stevie does it in a hot tub?
Right.
This
I'd like to
seems
know.
like a bad idea.
I'd like to know.
The answer is
And
yes.
we don't have to film it. You could just write a letter. I'm thinking we're going to get more into like letters.
Yeah. We're gonna have some episodes that are only letters.
Like we do something that would have been an episode, or in this case, Stevie, and then she writes us, or whoever does it, writes us a letter. And
Well, it's two letters. The first letter is what the episode will be, and the second letter is how the episode was.
Yeah.
It's a correspondence,
Matter of fact,
and it's a blog. And we're transitioning to that very soon.
all of my
And it will be AI generated. That's
ideas,
basically what our career is going to become.
all my ideas could be letter episodes, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a sub-series called The Letters.
Yeah. Usually they call letters about episodes scripts. You know.
The screw tape letters.
The first movies were letters. Called
Right.
books.
The first movies were long letters called books.
What a dumb thing to realize.
Scornhole, in an effort to make Scornhole more straightforward and less complicated
Yeah,
in
that's
terms
what
of
we've
its
been
scoring,
needing. That's what we've been needing.
we're going to use it to ask the question, what's the worst vaccine?
Yeah. I like this because I've got strong opinions about that.
Yep. So the first letter is polio. And then the second letter is pretty bad.
Letter?
Letters.
Are you going back to letters?
All of them are now letters.
Okay.
You don't want me to continue with that?
Well, it was confusing for me.
I wasn't thinking about letters when I did all these, so I'll get rid of that.
Okay.
We try being funny without instructions.
Oh, that's it. That'd be an interesting
Risky.
experiment.
Really risky. We'll be going out on a limb with
I
that
don't know
one.
about that one. I don't know about that one. Can we see another hack?
Yeah, let's see this one.
Whoa!
No explanation needed?
Now I'm going to say
None
again.
given.
I know I've said it a few times, and I'm going to continue to say it. I don't know if we can be done with these wings. You see how it's just? I'm just saying.
Are any of the hacks related to drumettes? Because we're running out of flats.
The last one is, yeah.
See, I feel like you have to do that, and then potentially you could go like this.
Because what did she do?
You can watch it again.
What did she do before the part?
Well, you have to turn around so we can't see whatever you are gonna do, so it looks cooler when we don't see that part, you know?
I just kind of feel like we do need to know, though. I don't even know what she did. She ripped off the stuff from the end?
I think that part was handled by letter. I think what she does to the wing before that is handled via letter. Oh, you did it. Bone.
Looked better when she did it.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying she's prettier than me.
she is.
Okay, are you eager for the drumstick hack? You don't seem so enthused about
Oh, I'm so enthused.
the lie behind this one. Let's see the drumstick one. I don't know what this is.
How we eat chicken in Texas.
What? Okay, guy, calm down. All right.
Who would make those kinds of noises on the internet? We would never do that.
Yeah. Do we have room to criticize?
No.
Let's just watch the first part again.
Yeah.
How we eat chicken in Texas.
Okay.
What? I still don't know what he did.
This.
But he started. But the first thing he did was
He
was
held it
here.
up for the camera.
He held it up for the camera.
Then he moved it. I think it's gonna break my hand.
Then he grabbed.
I feel like I need
Which part did he? Which part did he grab? The big part or the little part?
He
The big part.
Grab the big part.
Did you burp?
Yep.
All right. He grabbed the big part and then. Ow! Ooh, that hurt. It does hurt. And then what? And then you just. But then you eat it off of the bone?
No. The bone comes out like that. And then you got this chicken.
But you've ham-fisted it. Like, oh. This is how we eat chicken in Texas. So this is nothing but a. See,
It's a nugget.
this is what I. It's a.
Why is that gross?
I don't know. It's just gross to me.
It's the same thing without the bone.
I think the wings are just hard to eat. It's all right. Now, that hurt. If you look at my hand here,
Yeah.
you know,
There's marks on my hand.
they're getting a close up. It won't be in the edit, right? Do we put close ups like this anymore? Yeah. Okay. Above and beyond. That right there hurt when I did it.
This is not a good look for how we do it in California. You can't be like
yeah.
that hurt, and you can see a
that's
little
how we do it in
mark on my
California.
palm.
I think I might need to go see the docky.
We can't do that in California because we get hurt.
I gotta see the docky now.
This sounds weird, but I'm looking at Stevie, and she is ripe.
Okay. Good.
All right.
All right. This is a more idea. Kind of stream of consciousness coming up with these all over
Okay.
the place. Match the crew to their HR complaint against us.
Oh.
We've kind of done this one, actually.
Yeah, you want to do it again, huh?
This one might just be for me. I'm gonna rank every time I've screamed at a caterer.
Oh yeah. And were those recorded or were those letters?
I hope none of them were recorded.
Okay.
You like cutting things in half, right?
Oh, I love it.
All right. So this one that I've come up with is trying to cut our micro penises perfectly in half.
Ah, okay. Fun.
Challenging.
Yeah.
And very true
Really taking one for the team.
to us. And finally, is everything better when you're hopped up on booger sugar?
What can tell me more? What's booger sugar?
Booger sugar.
Booger sugar.
Booger sugar.
Yeah, what's that?
You know, they're usually salty, the boogers. But if you perform a certain act before picking your nose, they're sweet.
Ah, you sniff sugar first.
Yeah. You sniff
That's it.
sugar.
It's that simple.
Booger sugar. And maybe I'll discover that was already a thing.
Maybe you will.
Does anybody know?
I'm working on a letter about it right now.
Is everything better when you're hopped up on booger sugar?
Yeah. I think it might be like a term for something.
Booger sugar.
Yeah, I think it might be.
I don't remember what I was thinking when I wrote that,
Yeah,
but I like it.
yeah, liked it.
Watch Rhett Does Drag at mythicalsociety.com now.